Hey everyone, this is Grant with RoadsterShop, and today is a good day because I get to drive our 1967 Mustang Fastback. We just recently completed this build, and so it's my job to take it out and review it and kind of talk about it. Let's fire it up and see how it goes. It's got a 5-speed. The customer supplied the motor and trans. It looks to be a small block Ford 302 of some sort with some whoop-de-doo parts on it. So it's making some good power. It's a healthy engine. Nothing too over the top though. So let's see how it goes. This car is such a classic shape. Anyone that's a car fan knows Bullitt, the movie, starring Steve McQueen, kind of made the Mustang what it is. Had a very similar green, if not the same green, Highlands green, I believe. And that car has kind of gone down in infamy with other hero cars, Gone in 60 Seconds, Eleanor Mustang, etc. The Mustang, Bullitt Mustang. People like to take these cars and turn them into reproductions of that actual car from the movie. Recently, that car was actually sold at auction. One family had purchased it after the movie and actually kept it kind of in good condition under wraps and finally sold. I think it went for like $2 million or something like that. Kind of crazy. This car features our Spec chassis. We specifically designed this chassis for the Mustang. And the awesome thing about this chassis is that there's really very minimal modifications with the chassis to put that underneath your car, and it really makes this car completely different. Just like it's on rails, basically. It's a really nice sound, nothing too crazy loud or anything like that. This car's got our Fox RSV1 RoadsterShop suspension on it. Ford small blocks always sound great. So the Spec chassis is super cool with the Mustang because you really only have to remove the factory spot welds to punch out the front suspension, and then you actually clamp our Spec chassis right over the top of the rails of where you remove the front suspension. So it's really minimally invasive. You don't even need to touch the factory floor pan, so you can keep your car mostly original, which I think is really nice for the customer. It means less work to install it, faster to get it up and running and put miles on it, which is really ultimately the goal for our builds, our cars. The Spec chassis, we designed this stuff so that we actually use the chassis, use the car, because show cars are great, but ultimately it's about driving and putting miles on the cars. So one of the really awesome advantages with buying a chassis from RoadsterShop is that we don't just build the chassis, we actually build the car too. Having experience figuring out what works, what doesn't, tuning to specific cars, finding out mounting points for the body, things like with the Spec chassis on the Mustang being able to clamp right over the top of the factory rails. All of these things help expedite the installation process and make driving and building the car easier, which is what we want to do for you. Still figuring out my route for these drives. Eventually we'll have a little circuit down for being able to do loops and talk about the car. Find out where the nice roads are in the area. We not only build the chassis, it's CAD engineered. We've scanned the original chassis, underbody, body of the actual car that it came from. All of that, but we've also built a car on every chassis that we sell. So in this case, we've built 4 or 5 Mustangs before on the Spec chassis, so we figured out all of the little nuances and things that you're gonna have to deal with when you actually buy and install this chassis. Ultimately, that helps us put together a better instruction packet that comes along with your chassis purchase. But then it also informs variations on our chassis, you know, month to month, year to year. We'll actually go back and change the chassis design based on something that we've learned. It doesn't happen often. Normally we get it right the first time, but there's little subtle tweaks to the car and the chassis that make it so it's a better finished product ultimately. I'm a big fan of the subtleness of this build. Customer is keeping the paint pretty original. We've got the stock interior, which is totally adequate for this car and timeless, if you ask me. You know, it wouldn't be the worst to have a more modern seat in here, frankly, but you know, people are going to get in this car and look at it and think that it's nothing special, which is kind of my style. I like things a little bit more subtle and kind of under the radar, if you will. This car has got our bare brake package. The stopping ability of this versus stock brakes is not even comparable. Completely on a different level, and one of the advantages that comes with buying the chassis, we've already figured out what brake package works for what car. We figured out tire wheel sizes that will fit your chassis based on the car that you're installing it in. So it really makes for a much smoother install. This car with the black 5-spoke, the smoke 5 spokes, and the Highland green paint is really just looks like a Steve McQueen Bullitt car. Timeless. I think if you brought this to a car show, people would just love it. There's so many fans of that show, and it's kind of, that film has been elevated to iconic status. The pedal feel on the bare brakes is really great. Nice and firm. This carbureted small block is great. I don't think you really need a 750 horsepower motor in every car. You know, it's nice, 1,000 horsepower. I'm not going to complain, but you just don't really need that in every car to have fun. This thing is perfectly balanced. It's a joy to go through turns in this. Let's heel toe. Now, if only there was a Charger coming up behind me. That's a Fox body Mustang, though. Blacked out Fox body. Those are going to go up in price now, thanks Ken Block. It's a Friday. It's like about 94 degrees. Windows down. Sun's out. This is pretty great. Now, if only we were in San Francisco. Mustangs have always been kind of held a special place in my heart. Growing up, when I was about 11, 12, my dad was road racing a 1965 Mustang Coupe. He's got it all roll caged out, track suspension. We'd get up really early in the morning and drive it up to Road America up in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. It's not too far away from here, actually. And I'd watch my dad do the road race along with another friend, SCCA events. It was really a formidable time in my past where I identify with Fords and Mustangs now. It's kind of surprising I had never driven one until now. This thing just leans into the corners just in a great way. It's just beautiful. At RoadsterShop, we've taken this chassis and actually tuned it to get the performance that we want out of it. We put hundreds of miles on our chassis and our car builds before we ever send them out the door in order to figure out all the quirks and things that we want to change about the chassis, about the car. We want to make sure all that stuff works like a well-oiled machine. No pun intended. Just fast enough. No complaints there. Downshift, heel toe going in this corner. These little undulating roads here. Nice little hilly section, some turns on it. This is about as nice as it gets for northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin here. Man, I love this motor. It sounds so great. Plenty of stopping power. My guess is we got a probably healthy 350, 400 in this thing. In late 65, the design team that developed the Ford Mustang made a rendition that used this fastback style, and they showed it to Lee Iacocca, and he said, build it. I'm really glad that they did. This is one of the most iconic shaped classic American cars that you can get. Might not be clear because I'm focusing on driving, but I am very much enjoying this ride. Suspension isn't choppy, feels totally planted over the bumps, plenty of power, plenty of brakes, just a really nice all-around driver. Perfect for these little 45, 50, 60 mile an hour sweepers. Or 35 miles an hour if you're in a Honda Element. This thing's just got a great stance too. It's one of the things that we work on and develop up with the chassis, with the wheel and tire package, with the suspension. We want to make sure that you have that perfect ride height, that perfect stance, not sitting sky high in the air. And then you can sit back and cruise. It's quiet at speed, smooth, comfortable. This customer does not have AC in the car, but you could install it fairly easily. It was an option in '67. with that, I mean, I think you could daily this car. It's very complacent and easy to drive. This might be a case of when meeting your heroes is actually a good thing. Kind of dreamed about a Bullitt replica for a really long time, and getting to drive one is pretty special. Especially one with a RoadsterShop chassis, just kind of elevates the whole car to another stratosphere, I kind of think. This car has no business handling this well. Thank you, RoadsterShop chassis. 30-mile-an-hour turn at 60, that's fine. Just leans right in. Does anyone pay attention to those speed limits anyways? I feel like this car has so much more to give than I'm actually even extracting out of it. I mean, if you really did want to road race this thing, I think you could do that. This thing is balanced and set up well enough that I think you'd run laps around most cars of this period with this this chassis in it. I suppose we should head back to the shop. I'm not really looking forward to that. I would prefer to just keep driving this car all day. But I've got to put together this video so that you guys can watch and experience this.